Okay, so today we're going to go through the process of installing a WordPress blog on your domain and then go through all the actual plugins that you're going to need to have an optimized blog, and then also how to drive traffic to the blog. And I'm going to keep this as simple as possible but give you the necessary tools and then the strategies that you'll need to start generating leads if you choose this method of marketing. So what you're going to do is, I'm actually in GoDaddy, and this is where I host my domains also. I mean, just because you buy a domain does not mean that it's hosted. So once you pay the $10 or whatever to actually buy a domain, you're going to have to buy hosting, and you can do that underneath the account section here if you're using GoDaddy. If not, you're using HostGator or some of those other hosting sites out there. There's going to be a section in there where you're most likely going to be able to add WordPress to a blog, and you have to have WordPress installed on a domain for it to look like all these blogs that I'm going to show you in a moment. So I've already got it hosted here, and I'm going to go ahead and launch it and show you the area. You're just going to come in here under WordPress and GoDaddy, and you're going to actually just go through the process of installing it. If you have any issues trying to install it, I want to highly encourage you to contact GoDaddy. They're very friendly on the phone. Even at HostGator, they're friendly. They'll help you out. They'll walk you through the process. So don't get bogged down on this step if for some reason you can't get it done. I've crashed many of blogs and have made a lot of mistakes, and they're really good at helping out. But this is the simple button right here. You click Install Now. Follow the simple instructions on a couple of pages, and again, if you're afraid to do it, contact technical support and they'll help you. So now I've already downloaded WordPress on a blog, so I'm just going to go ahead and go in here, and we did this on my husband's blog. So we're just going to go ahead and go there, and what will happen is you're going to want to type your URL that you ended up installing it on. And also, it takes, usually they tell you 12 to 24 hours to install WordPress on your URL. Typically it's a couple of hours, but you'll get notification of it if you've got your email in there. But you're going to want to put the domain.com/wp-admin, and that's going to pull up this login site. And then you're going to enter the username that you set up and the password. And then it's going to log into the back office. This is a back office of a WordPress blog. And this is where you're going to be doing all your work. But the first thing that we need to do is we need to actually set a theme. Because if you go with a theme that WordPress gives you right now, it's not optimized for SEO, which means for search engine optimization. You really want to get yourself a theme. I highly suggest that you invest in one. I use, I believe it's Thesis, and I'll put those resources on this actual page that you're watching this webinar. There's also another one called Optimized Press. I use that more for landing pages, but for the sake of this actual tutorial, I want to suggest Thesis. I think it's called DIY Themes, and I'm going to show you that and how to install that if you've actually gone and bought it. And I think it's right here. Yeah, it's right here, and it does cost, but it's excellent, really easy to work through. And there's several free ones in here. If you don't want to invest in that, there are some free ones in here. You just want to make sure that you maybe type the key term SEO and just kind of take a look at some of these SEO themes, which is search engine optimization. This thematic one's not too bad. They're just not quite as user friendly, and I'll show you in a second what I'm talking about. And you know, it's just going to take a little bit more work. I actually went with one of these in the very beginning, and then I realized that buying an actual theme that's cut down all the time and effort I had to put into it that was already done was actually a better way to go. So where you're going to go in here is you're going to go under Themes, which is where I am, and you're going to upload your own theme after you've bought one, and under Install Themes. And this right here says to go ahead and update it. You know, you're going to see that a lot, and the best way to do that is through here, but we're not going to mess with that today unless it makes me. So I'm going to click Upload because I actually have the theme on here. Let's see. Alright. Hope it's not on my other hard drive, because if it is, I'm going to have to go grab that. Let's see. Applications. Yeah, well, It's going to be a zip file, and I don't know if I have it on here, which I need to go get that in a second because that's kind of important. So I'm going to pause this video for a moment and go grab that. It's not possible. All right, I'll just grab it and cut it out of the video. Let me go grab it. It's at the bottom of this bag, actually. Maybe I don't have to pause the video. Be prepared. All right. All right, so I've already downloaded the thesis theme, and I'm going to put that on here. And it's right here. It's a zip file. So you're going to select the zip file, and you're going to choose that, and it's going to put it right here. You always want to have it zipped because WordPress will unzip it for you. So you just click on Install Now, and it just takes a moment to actually install it. Okay, it failed. That's not good. Oh, it already exists. Let me just see what I have. I know that it doesn't exist. I don't think that's what this is. Oh, here it is. I already had it in here. So this is what it would be, and you would need to come in and activate it. So once you upload it, you're going to see it like this, and you're going to have to activate it, and that's going to be your new theme. And it just takes a moment to go through. And you're going to see a bunch of new menu options over here, and I'm going to show you that in a second. So here's the back office of your theme, and some of the important things that you're going to need to make sure that you take care of are things like navigation menu, which we'll go through in a second. We're just going to go ahead and get this thing set up. So let's do this first. First thing I like to always do is go ahead and add what I call plugins in. So over here on the left, you're going to click plugins. And I'm actually going to pull up my own right now just to make it easier. And I'll put all these plugins, I'll list them on this page under resources also, just in case you missed them, or if you want to go back in the video, you can actually watch them. But a couple of ones that are a must-have, they give you some already. I don't ever use any of these, but you want to come up here and search, add a new plugin. There's one really good plugin, it's called Comment Love. And if you just search that right there, let me also show you what it does. So, all right, so here's Comment Love. You're going to install that. And you just click Install and click OK. And what that is, the Comment Love is, I don't know if you guys have ever seen when you're on people's blogs, it'll connect your latest post from your own blog that you've written when you go and comment. So if I were to go down here on this particular blog post, let's just say I was visiting this page, you can see that it's right. It's not activated on mine. That's just lovely. But normally there's a position in here called Comment Love, and if you were to actually put a post, actually comment on this blog, it would pull up my avatar, and let me just show you one that would work. Ryan, I know he uses it. I hate that search. Ryan Yokomi. I don't even know if that's how I spelled it. Okay. Oh, that's his Facebook. All right, here it is. All right, so you see if we come down here, he's got right here. So this little heart thing, that's what that is. So if somebody were to leave a comment and up here, let me just do one, Michelle, and then I'm going to type my email. And you can type your web address, and you always want to put your blog on here because it creates what's called a backlink to your blog, which is important for ranking in Google. Google will see that your blog is on somebody else's website or just out there more, and it's called a backlink. So it's going to link back to your blog. So I'm just going to put on here, great post Ryan. And then what's going to happen is, do you see down here below it says Irresistible Info Marketing Blueprint? That automatically linked to my blog and knows that I wrote that. And I'm going to click Submit. And it's going to show that in a second on his blog. And again, it's what we call creates a backlink. So right there. So here I made a comment, great post, Ryan, and then below my comment, after he approves it, it's going to say Michelle recently posted Irresistible Info Marketing Blueprints. That's a backlink, and if somebody were to click on that, it goes right back to my blog. So that's what Comment Love does. It's very important that you have that installed on there, and you're going to need to activate it. And from there, that's good to go. We can go into the settings in a moment, but let's go ahead and finish adding the key plugins that you're going to need. The next one is going to be the Google XML sitemap. So this plugin will generate a special sitemap that will help the search engines like Google, Yahoo, Bing, and Ask better index your blog. So that's really important for search engine optimization too. So we're going to need to add that. Google, so you got to go up here and click Add New. Google XML. Google XML. Search. And let's see, there's several of them here, but just pick this one right here and click Install Now. Yes, we want to install it. And while that's installing, I'm going to go grab the next one. This is called GASP. You can just type GASP, but it's GrowMap Anti-Spam Bot Plugin. This little plugin adds a client-side generated checkbox to the comment form requesting that the user clicks it to prove they are not a spammer. Bots won't see it, so their spam comment will be discarded. So it's real important to have on your comment section, because once you set up a WordPress blog, you're going to find a ton of spam. So this, by having this, it's going to make the person who's comment check a box, in which all these bots out there, you know, that try to come in there and just spam your blog, they're not going to be able to do that because it's going to require someone manually to do it. So let's go ahead and activate that sitemap one, and then we're going to go search for that one. All right, it's called, add a new one, and it's called GASP, G-A-S-P. And this is something I didn't know about when I first started, and I would get like 20 spam comments on my blog. So here it is. We're going to install it. Say OK. And then the other one you're going to want, I have some extra ones in here, but I'm just giving you the really important ones. There's something called Sexy Bookmarks. This is a really awesome tool to have. And let's activate that plugin, and I'm going to show you what it is here on Alright, so let's add a new one. Sexy Bookmarks. And all that is, the Sexy Bookmarks, if you look down here, it is this, sharing is caring. This encourages people to share your blog post among the social networking sites or the bookmarking sites. Like somebody's already tweeted this 69 times, this actual post for me, that I posted this 5 or 10 minutes ago. And this is important. Again, this is creating backlinks to bump your page to the first page of Google if they start seeing a lot of action going on. So that's what this is. Some people shared it to Delicious. We don't have any Facebook, Stumbled Upon, Reddit, and you can actually put your own little ways you want to share on here, but that's what this is. It's encouraging people to do that. And so that's added in there right there, and we want to go ahead and oh, I'm sorry, it's not added yet, but we want to go ahead and don't do the sidebar one. You actually want to do this one here, and so you're going to click Install. And while that's installing, I just want to make sure I go through here. This social slider is pretty cool. I've used it, and what it does is that's a highlighter. I'm not big on that. I just haven't removed it. And for some reason, I don't know why. Oh, here's the social slider. So when you click on that, somebody can just automatically tweet it, automatically post it to Facebook, automatically share it on YouTube. That's what that is. You don't have to have that because you're going to have this up here, and you're going to have these down here. It's just something I had before, and I had never removed off of my blog. Now, one other thing that you're going to want to add is something called a signature. And all this that I've created are sending links to other areas, maybe on my fan page in Facebook, and again, backlinks or inbound links to that page. And you can add all these in here through that. And it's called FT Signature, I believe. Let's see. FT Signature Manager right there. So let's activate that plugin and go search for that one. And we'll have to configure that. That's just giving you an option up there, and we'll do that in a moment. Signature. Alright, so that's right here, and we're just going to install it and click OK. And then we're going to activate it. And then the only other thing that I suggest you also get, and you don't need this SEO pack because your thesis theme, if you do have that, is going to do that. But if you don't get a theme and you end up using a free template, get this all-in-one SEO pack also. And let's see, you want to also get this, let's see, tweet me button. I've got to find it. It's down here. This must be on page 2. Alright, we don't need this Hello Dolly. Alright, so the tweet me button is called Tweet Me. So you're going to want to get that. And those are the main the main plugins that are going to really help you with your site. And I'll show you some extras in a minute, but click install. So this is all how you do all your plugins. I mean, there are thousands of them out there. Sometimes they make your blog run a little slower, so be careful if you're doing a video plugin or something. Alright, so everything that we've gotten looks like it's been activated. And now you're going to see that some of these plugins have showed up, are showing up on the left. So go ahead and click on what is showing up on the left, and you just want to make sure that they're set up correctly. Like obviously, yes, you want this Tweet Me one enabled. It just tells you, do you want the buttons on the page, on the front page in the home, display the image button in your feed. I mean, you want it displayed everywhere, and I want it before my post. So I've got that. I mean, pretty much it's all set up for you. Now where it says RT at, you're going to want to put your Twitter address. I'm not sure if Bill has one, but if he did, I would end up putting Bill Pescosolido or whatever his Twitter username is. So you want to make sure you do that. Mine is Michelle Alpha, so I would put that there. And then that's pretty much it on the, I mean, we didn't change anything. So all you need to do is just add that in there. And then the next one would be, we already went in that, it was the Cheryl Holic. And this is that one where I showed you. So this is an important one you need to set up. Just come in here and click on the most popular unless you have specific ones you want to share with. You don't want to put all these on your blog. It'll just clutter up your blog. So just do the most popular. And then here you're going to want to include a Facebook like button. Say yes. You want to include the Google One Up button. That is a new thing Google is doing right now. You can see to start ranking web pages again. And then the send button. You're going to want to put all these on your blog. So make sure you click yes on all those. And you can actually pick styles. I kind of like that style right there, the box one. Or you can do standard, buttons, or box. So I'll probably do box. And then the counter, yeah, might as well show the counter because I'm going to show you guys how to get a lot of shares. And then below, here's where you can do your placement location above the bookmarks to the left. I think we should do that. And then we come through here, we're showing all the counters. We don't change anything on here. Here again is the retweet at. You're going to want to change that, and that's just click in there and go down, and here's where you would actually change it. So I would put in Michelle Alpha or whatever Bill's is and go there. I'm just going to put something in there now because I don't want it going to Cheryl Holic. And then you can pick how you want it to look. So we might just add, maybe this one, the green one. And then that is all you're going to do on that, and you just got to make sure you save the settings. Alright, so your plugins are done. So now let's just take a look at what our blog looks like right now. Alright, so we're going to go under Appearance. And what you're going to want to do is go under thesis and just kind of go through the very first section. You can see it's got it divided into site options, design, header, and all that. So document head, don't worry about all this stuff right now. That's not very important. This is not. Navigation menu, we want to do the thesis navigation, so definitely make sure that's clicked, and I'll show you why in a minute. Because once you start adding pages, you're going to want to click which ones you want to show up at the top, which I'll show you that right now, up in the navigation bar. And add more links. You don't have to worry about any of this stuff. Homepage SEO. This is where you want to give your page a title. So then the only people that are going to see this is the search engine. So Bill Pescosolido. Wait, I spelled his name wrong. Pescosolido. Networking. MLM. Let's see. Networking coach or something, networking mentor. We can leave it like that. So we'll do that. Maybe add a description, homepage description. Network marketing success. Oops. And then down here you're going to want to put some keywords. Network marketing. Put your name. Put maybe home-based business, MLM, multi-level marketing, because this is all the stuff we're focusing on. Marketing. And that is all you have to do, and you're going to want to come up here and click this big button, and you can change that button if you don't like that. Alright, so up here at the top it says check out and view your site, so we can see what we've done so far. And as you can see, we're just getting started with his blog, but that's a huge difference. Sorry, I'm walking through the house right now. I'm going to go to a different section of the house. Alright, so here's how we have it started. This is how his looks. Now, I don't like the way all this looks, so we're going to actually go back and fix that. So we're going to click the back button. And that part is going to be under design options on the left here. And here's where we pick the columns. So I don't like 3 columns. I think we only need the body and then a section on the side. These are 2 columns right here, okay guys? Then you're going to want to go ahead and leave it at this just to test it out, 480 by 195. Don't worry about anything else here. You can play with that, but that's not important right here. And then what you're going to want to do is come up to the body area. I mean, you don't even have to mess with all that right now. We can show you that later. That's actually more advanced stuff that as far as designing goes. I want to get you guys set up today. So let's go ahead and look at what we have so far. There we go. That looks much nicer, doesn't it? All right, I mean, that is the basic of it. All right, so basics. So the next thing we're going to want to do, let me go back. I don't know if I've made this big or not. Let's see. All right, I think. All right. So the next thing we're going to want to do is if you want to upload a header image, which I don't have for him right now, you would put that in here, and you just want to make sure that it's 732 pixels width. So if you design one yourself, great. If not, outsource it and get one made. And that's what you would upload your header right here. And that is all that you need to do on this. Actually, I just went, yeah, I mean, all this stuff you don't want to mess with. This is all advanced stuff that really I hadn't even done anything with. So don't worry about this stuff, custom file editor, all that. Now, so you've got the gist of it set up. Now, the next thing that we're going to want to do is click on Appearance on the left, and there's something called Widgets. And what that is all this on the right, okay, guys? Now, let me just show you some things that if you're going to start promoting these little banners, like I'm sending stuff to Maximum Leverage, Facebook, MLSP, these are all my MLSP little boxes, and a lot of things that your affiliates for will provide you these little HTML boxes. And all that is a code, and let me see if I can show you that. Let's go under Widgets. widgets. Okay, so here I am in the widgets of Bill's blog, okay? And you're going to want to pull what's called a text bar over there, which is down here, text. And you want to pull this up here under the sidebar, 1. And that is where you're going to copy a code. So you can see, if I go under My Widgets, I was actually given this code from MLSP right here. It's just an embed code. That's all it was. And I just pasted it there. Here's one right here. So this is, let's see, I'm just going to show you an example. Let me do one that's going to be relevant to his. Nope. Close. Here we go. Let's just use Dagan. So this is what they'd end up giving you. You're going to copy it wherever it's at, and you're just going to paste it. And you're going to click Save. And that is all that you're going to do on that, and I'll show you what it looks like in a second after I show you a few more things you should add. You should definitely add the tag cloud, and I will show you what that is. On my blog, it is all this. So if somebody were just wanting to find something with global resorts or home-based business, that's going to start developing as you're writing posts, and I'll show you that too when we write a post. But that's what the tag cloud is. So you want to keep that there. See post tags. There's a section when you're writing a post where that's going to be. So you just save that. There's other fun things if you want to add. You can add some links. I just, just play with it, but that's what we're going to get so far is that. Now the only other thing we're going to want to add is an opt-in box. So you're going to want to put a text up here too, because we're going to insert a code. Anytime you have an HTML code, that's what this is. So this is where you're going to add an opt-in form. So what I would end up doing is going into my Aweber and creating one, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So we have that in there. And I think Bill's already got one made, so that must not worked for me. Alright, so Bill's is right here. We already have an opt-in form made, so I'm going to create a new one. So we're going to click Web Forms up here to the right. We're going to create a new one. And I am simply going to pick something that's very simple. Small forms is usually what I go for, and I go for this clear one here, right here, and I load the template, and I just ask for the name and email, and I get rid of this, and I get rid of this. I don't care to have all that on there, and I kind of make it a little bit wider there. Now, I can add pictures of stuff here, so say I want to get into the header, we do this drop-down box, header, and the background is right here. You would just click on, you can change the colors, but I'm actually going to upload an image, so I'm going to click Advanced, and I actually have an image hosted. Now you are going to have to host an image if you're going to put something there, so let me show you what I use. I use PhotoBucket, and I'm not logged in, so I'm going to log in. I think it's, I always forget it. Alright, there we go. So I copied this picture and I used this one. I used this on my old blog. I'm using Dagan's right now. So this is it, and all you're going to do is copy the image, the HTML code right here. And it generates that for you when you upload a picture here. It'll host it for you and it'll give you that code. So you're going to come over here and in your Aweber, and you're going to add that. See where it says background image? You're just going to paste that there. And I may have added to HTTP, so I just want to double check. And I had to really work at this in the beginning, so if it doesn't work out perfectly for you, it's okay. Just, yep, it added to there. Just keep playing with it. I mean, this is advanced stuff, so don't feel like you have to do this. So if I save it, let's see what happens. It actually did not do anything for some reason. Lovely. Let's see, header, background. I don't even know if I did it this way. Let's see, advanced. You know what? It's not, I'm sorry, it's not. If you're going to put it in your Aweber, you need to have the direct link. So I'm sorry about that. So let me add that in here. There we go. Now see how it's real short? You can adjust these numbers and fix that. So 10, obviously that's not enough. 60, still not quite enough. Let's try 100, not that, 110. There we go. Finally, learn the secrets, fill out the form below to create massive success. So that's how you do that. Now, I don't like how far down this is, so I'm going to click up here and go to the body, and I'm just going to change these to 0. Oops, not 150. 0, and see what happens. See how it kind of, well, it's supposed to kind of raised it, but that's how you do the form. So we're going to use this form, so I'm going to save it. But it's really important now that you click over to settings and you direct this form somewhere, because if somebody opts in, they got to go to whatever they're opting into. So we're going to put in onlinewealthuniversity.com. That's my actual MLSP page, but I don't want to have to opt in again, so I'm going to send them to the page after the opt-in, because once they opt in on my blog, I've already captured the lead. So it's going to end up going to the second page of my opt-in. And then if somebody, you want to always open it in a new window, and then you want to add it to already subscribed too, so if somebody opts in again, onlinewealthuniversity.com they go to the page, and that is all on that, and you click save. And then you go to publish, and you want to install the form yourself, and you can just grab this JavaScript right here, copy it, and paste it right here, and click save. And then we can see what the blog looks like. So let's go ahead and go to Pescosolido.com and see, look, there it is. And he already has that one little banner that I put there. So that's how you play with it so far. All right, so now I am going to go ahead and close that. Those are the main things you want to do, and those are called widgets. Oh, that's mine. Did I just stick that on my blog? I hope I didn't. Okay, there we go. So that's what that is right there. All right, now we're done with that. Now the next thing we're going to want to do is set up some pages. Now there's a big difference between posts and pages. So pages are going to be, let's see. Let's go ahead and just go to Online Wealth Partner. Pages are going to be these navigational menus up here. So I always think that a good thing to start with is add a new one, you know, an About Me section. So put About and just go ahead and click Publish. It's okay. I've got partnering. You can do coaching, recommends. Reviews is sometimes good to have, so you want to add a new page right here. Reviews. So maybe you're writing some reviews on products. You know, I don't know. So I'm just going to put a few on here, okay? So you guys can, so I'm thinking about what Bill would have. Recommends, publish, and then add a new one. Work with Bill. And I might add, you know, a few things there. So I'll show you in a second. So there we go. I think that's a good start. You know, you just think about what you want to put there. So if I wanted to view the page, I just click on that view, and as you can see, they're not up there yet. So this is what you have to do. You have to go into your thesis theme, and under navigation menu that we talked about, you're going to click on these pages, and all you're doing is clicking the boxes that you want to show up in the navigation menu. Okay, so I clicked them. You're going to click this big button, and then we're going to look at his site, check it out, and there you go. So there's all his stuff. Now I don't like this just another WordPress site. We're going to have to change that. So, but that's it. I mean, that looks really great. Now I'm going to get rid of this picture too. So what we're going to do is, now that we have those, this is not my blog, sorry. I mean, that was my blog, not his. All right, so what we're going to have to do is go under settings over here on the left, and here's where you find where it said just a WordPress blog. We're going to, you know, put something like, you know, see you at the top. You know, something fun or whatever you want to put. So there we go. So we have that, and don't worry about anything else, and then you're going to save that. Now, there is something that we need to make sure that we take care of, and it's called permalinks. So you're going to want to go over here to the left again under settings and click on permalinks. I'm going to do this on bills. I just always have to refer back to what it is. So this is when you see people write a blog post and it has these numbers after it, you don't want that. Google has a hard time recognizing that. So instead you want to do it like this, and it's /% category %/ postmark name. So you want to have it like that. Don't ask me why. It's just better to do it like that. Well, I know the reason why. It's for Google, but see, this is the reason why is because like when I click on, say, partner, now it says onlinewealthpartner.com /partner instead of page 123. So that's what that is right there. All right, so that's all done, and we made sure that we did that, and you want to make sure I don't remember if I clicked save, so you want to click save. So let's see, so we did that. Now the other thing, we didn't like that picture, so I'm going to come over here, and we've got to go under design options on the left under the thesis, and down here there's something called a multimedia box. No, I'm sorry, sidebars. Nope, that's not it. Let's see. Codes. Nope. So see, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's just hard to find. It may actually be under side options. Let me go back. This one's a little different today. Yeah, I don't see that. Oh, and if you don't like that it says big ass save button, you can change the button right there. Right here at the bottom. All right, well, I know it's in here. I really think it's under design options. I don't know why I can't see it. But here's where, like, if you don't like, you know, the way the font looks and stuff, you can change that here and this stuff. You can actually change the color of the blog and all that. I just don't mess with that right now. It's just, you know, it's just a lot of work. So, yeah, I don't know where that is. We'll find it. I'll have to look where it's at. Oh, here it is. It's down at the bottom. See, I knew it was funny looking. So multimedia box. Click that. And see, they've already got something in there. So if you want to get rid of that, see, it says rotating images. So you do not show the box is all you do. And click save. So let's see how Bill's looks now. All right, check out your site. Perfect. I love the way his blog looks, okay? Now, this is where we come to the point where we write a post. All right, so here's the deal. There you have a couple options here. It's very important that you optimize a article or a blog post that you write. Now what I mean by that is by the search engine, so they're picking it up. There are certain things that you have to make sure you take care of when you're writing a blog post, and that's your H1, H2, H3. Those are all headings. You've got to have a certain amount of keywords in there. You've got to have a picture with an alt tag to it. You've got to have keywords italicized in bold, and I'm going to give you an example right now, and I'm going to show you a very quick way to do this without having to remember everything I just spilled out at you. So I just wrote one today on the Irresistible Info Marketing Blueprint, and I bought a little plugin. It's called SEO Presser. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add that to Bill's blog, and how I'm going to do that is I'm going to go back up. It's a plugin. Okay, and I'm going to add new. This is life-saving. I would highly say you invest in this. If you buy through my link, I would love it. It would be awesome, and I can help you out with it. So we're going to upload it. I already have it. I can use it on numerous blogs. So we're going to come down here. It's on, let's see, SEO Presser. Here it is. It's a zip file, and we're going to install it. And what it does is it shows up over here to the right, and it takes out the guessing work. So here I have an H1 tag. See, it says H1 right here of my keyword, and all you're doing is you're putting your, here's the SEO Presser. This is my keyword, Irresistible Info Marketing Blueprint. I've done an H1 tag. I've done an H2, which is all this right here, H2. My H3 is, well, oh, here's my H3. SEO will automatically bold any keywords, so it's already done that for me. And let me show you the post so I can show you what it's done. This is a really awesome tool, and it saves you a ton of time, and at least you know that you've optimized it to the best that you know how to do. So see how it already bolded these things for me? It italicized for me automatically. It's right here. I did not have to do that. It automatically did it for me. It underlines it for me. It already did that. So those are the things that are important to have. Now, it says I don't have a keyword in the last sentence. I'm not real sure why, because I do. It's right there. Irresistible info marketing blueprint. Sometimes you have to make sure you spelled it right. I don't know why it's doing that. I could probably, you know, I don't know why it's doing that. It just does that, but it gives you a score. You want it to be in the green. See, my keyword density is in the green. That's good. It might go up to 2% or something. And remember the alt tag? Here's my image, and what you're going to want to do is there's a section when you upload your image, which is right here, this little box right here. It says add an image. When you upload an image from your computer, you're going to want, there's a section called ALT tag. You're going to want to put that keyword in on it. See how I've got it highlighted? It says Irresistible Info Marketing Blueprint. That's my keyword. I mean, that's all you do on this. I'm not going to go through a big tutorial on this because this actual company that sells this has a good tutorial, but that's what this all is, and I'm just giving you a quick lowdown on it. This add rel equals no follow to your external links. Don't worry about that too much, but these are my external links. I actually clicked it out to my affiliate link, and that's what those are. And if you ever want to change it over to HTML, you just click the source, and you can see this is all HTML code. So that's how you write a blog post and you optimize it. So what my goal is I want to get on the first page of Google with this, since this is a product we're actually launching right now. So now that you've written a blog post, what I am actually going to do is I'm just going to copy this right here. I'm going to copy the entire post. Let's see. All right, Control C, and we're just going to stick it on Bill's blog for now. And how you do that is you go under Post, because I think you guys need to know how to do this, so let's just pretend you wrote one. And this is Hello World. We don't need that, so we're just going to trash it. And we're going to add a new one up here. Add a new one. And I'm going to have to activate, let me go do that first. Activate the SEO settings. That's kind of important. So I'm just going to go on my old blog and get the information. Let's see. Let me just show you a few things, though, to set it up. See right here, I have to put my ClickBank ID. You're going to want to do that so you can get paid on it. Let's see. And then you can see we're here. It automatically, it's already checked that it's automatically going to do all that for you. Let's see. But yeah, so you're going to want to make sure you activate all this. So. And I'll probably have to block that out on the video so you guys can't just use my plugin. Alright, so it's all saved. It's good to go. And we're going to go back and write a post. So post on the left. Alright, add a new one. And I'm just going to put the HTML since I just copied it, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. Uh-oh, that's not the post. Edit post, Control C, V. All right, so here's what it looks like. You can see it's the exact same thing. So notice it says 0. That means irresistible. Let's just call this information blueprint. Information blueprint lead offer. Because this is what this is about. So we're going to come in here and we're going to type that keyword under the SEO presser. You do not have permission to do that. I'm not real sure why. Irresistible info marketing blueprint. I'm not real sure why it says that. Let me save draft, see what happens. Oh, it's letting me. Okay. Alright, so that's where I added it, and see how this all changed. Now, it's telling me that I only have it 75%. It needs to be higher than that, and it's probably because I need to add REL to these actual email addresses, URLs that I've typed in here. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Let me find one. Irresistible marketing update. Here's one right here. So you just go after those, see these little quotation marks, you go after that REL equals no follow. Then you find the next one. And this has to do with all the pingbacks and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to put it here, rel equals no follow, rel equals no follow, Eric Wilkes, rel equals no follow. And sometimes this doesn't work for me. I don't know why. Rel equals no follow. And I don't know why it keeps telling me that. Then we come down here. Here it is again, another link, rel equals no follow. Here it is again, another link. I think I put a bunch in here. Let's take this button out there. Here's the link again. Rel equals no follow. Notice I didn't do this on my other blog, so I was lazy. Sometimes it's hard to find it. Rel equals no follow. And one more, rel equals no follow. Oh, rel equals no, my bad too. All right, so we're going to save the draft because I want to make sure it's right before I publish it. Hopefully that picked it all up. And it looks like it didn't. It looks like I missed a couple. Oh no, I did it all. Yeah, it's not as high as I'd like it to be. Now, you know, I just copy that off of my blog. That's probably not the best thing to do. You know, maybe we can call it information blueprint. That might be better. All right. So information blueprint. So that's going to be the new keyword. So I'm going to have to change all this. Information. So I'm showing you basically how to write a post here. Information blueprint. And I don't like the fact that this is next to here. So, oh, I just lost it. So I'm going to add an image so you guys can see how I did it. So I clicked add an image. We're going to select a file. And I forgot what I called that. Let's just see if it's this one, number 2. Yep, there it is. So now I'm going to change that keyword in here. This is where you do it at, information blueprint. And I must have spelt it wrong. There we go. Information blueprint. And that's all you do. See, there's the alternate text was what that meant. And you come out here and you insert into the post. And I don't like how far I got that, so I'm going to come in here and pull it up some. I don't know how high I can bring it without deleting it. All right, so information blueprint. We've got it as an H2 tag right here. Let's pull it up some more. I'm going to change up these keywords. Information blueprint. Here it is again. Information blueprint. I'm going to change it up here. Information blueprint. Just need to make sure we get them all changed because this is my keyword. Information blueprint. All right, it looks like I don't know why the font's off there. I'm not going to mess with it too much, but alright, so let's change this here. Maybe that'll make it show up now. Information blueprint. Oh, here it is again. Alright. Alright, so let's save it and see what happens. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful score, 93.33. All right, so that's good. Now, it's all done. Now, you're going to have this little section you want to add the SEO. So custom title tag is basically what you named it. Information. You should have your keyword in there. Blueprint, lead, offer. And then, you know, meta description. You know, a lot of times I just come in here and I take, you know, the first sentence, and then I just paste it right here. And all that is when you search Google and you see a keyword and you see information underneath it, that's all that is. And here's when you want to load up with your keywords. Information blueprint. And let's see, what is it called? Irresistible info marketing blueprint. Mark Hoverson. I mean, whatever keywords you think people will search for, put it there. And then here's your post tags. Remember on the right how I showed you all those, which I don't have it set up right now, all those red tags. This is what you're going to put here. So you want Mark Hoverson. Same thing. Irresistible info marketing blueprint. Same thing. Information blueprint. And I'll show you what that does. So add. So that's what that is. Now, I'm going to add a category because I think categories are good to have on the right. So I'll show you what that does. Let's call it information blueprint. Okay, and we could actually add irresistible. We're going to leave that. I'm going to uncheck this uncategorized box. So there's your categories. So that's what your blog post is going to fall under. So that is everything on there. So we're going to go ahead and publish this baby. And it just takes a moment. You can just click that right button there. So let me show you what it looks like. So we're going to view the post right here. And there it is. All right, so here's what his post looks like. It's done. It's optimized. And here's all the sharing stuff that I told you about. We could leave a comment down here. He's got comment love. It's awesome. And then check out over here. Remember when I said the tags? Here they are. Those are his tags. And categories. Now, if you want categories to show up on the right, you have to go back into the site options under thesis. Oh, I think I'm in mine. Yep, I am. Let's go back. All right, so we have to go under appearance. No, I'm sorry, thesis, site options. Okay, so we're going to want to click on categories, and this does include, this is if you want to include them in the navigation. That means, you know, up at the top where it says, you know, where all the boxes are at the top. I don't, you know, you might get to where you've written a ton of things on Hoverson, so you do want to put that at the top, but we're not going to do that right now. So I wanted to show you that part, but where it's going to be is under appearance. And I'm sorry, it's going to be, yeah, and then go to widgets. And then you're going to want to put that, pull this box over there, categories. And there it is. And just click save. So what that does is, see, these are all my categories. So I've written posts and I've labeled them under those categories I've added. So people can easily click, oh, I want to learn more about Dagan Smith. What does she have on Dagan Smith? And if they were to click on that, they're going to see a ton of posts where I've written things about Dagan Smith. So there we go. And those are all the ones that I've written on him. And that's the gist of the actual blog. So now that you've done all that, you got to drive traffic. Now, one of the ways to drive traffic is through some sort of syndication. Now, I like to use Tribe Pro, so I'm going to go ahead and go to that and show you how it's done. So if I were to click on Tribe Pro, and I'll put all this up here. This is a fabulous, fabulous tool that I use, and I think everybody on our team here in this coaching club should use this. And I'm not going to go over the tutorials how to use Tribe Pro because Stacy's very good at providing all this. But basically what it is I'm going to just go into my MLSP one. So, you know, basically you are following a bunch of people that are willing to auto-syndicate you, and every time they write a post, you are auto-syndicating them too. So it's kind of a sharing thing, and you're sharing, and I'll show you that in just a second, because we're going to actually add Bill's post here. So here's his post that we just wrote, okay guys? So I'm going to click View. And My Lead System Pro. So My Content is what I'm going to click on. And I'm just going to manually add it. I actually have it set up to where it adds automatically for me. But let me show you an example. I just put this post in probably about 2 hours ago, it surely says, and I already have 2,800 shares. That is huge. So if I click on stats, I mean, 71 people have already tweeted this. That's all through automation, and that's setting up the system, which does not take that long to do. So that's me sharing people's content, them sharing mine in return. And you can see like all these people automatically syndicated to all these places. So they submitted my blog post out, and Google looks at that highly and ranks you on, you know, tries to get you, obviously, if you've done a good job on optimization, on the first page. But there you go. So let me go back to my page, and I'm going to add manually this post of bills. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to click add content, and you're going to take the title of what it's called. So we've called his information blueprint lead offer, and we're going to put that right here. And that description, same thing. I mean, I would just take the first couple of sentences, copy. This is one of the tribes I'm in, by the way, if you're wondering why this says MLSP. You can pick a bunch of tribes and then copy and then paste. That was the URL, by the way. Click category, internet marketing, start adding your tags. Information, blueprint, Mark Hoverson, irresistible info marketing, blueprint. And then share the message. So we're going to call this information blueprint lead offer by BILPESCOSOLIDO. And that's all. And then you click submit. And then that's going to go out to all the people that are oh, I spelled this wrong. I'm going to have to edit that. Hoverson. See if it'll correct it on the way as it sends. Let's click edit and just make sure. No, it didn't. Hoverson. So this is what you want to do with a blog post. This is what you want to do. I mean, you want to get into some sort of tribe like this to where it's actually you're syndicating each other's content. And you need to do a paid version in order to get auto-enabled and be able to really get the benefits of having a tribe. So this will end up, I hope I didn't call it the same thing. No, I didn't. So this will end up starting, if I keep refreshing it, it'll end up, you know, showing shared here in a few moments. But I'm trying to think, I mean, that's pretty much the basics of it. You know, you got how to do all that. If there was something else I can think of, you know, and as far as filling out these other sections, I mean, you just go in under the page and just add some content. Same way, if you want to add a picture or if you want to add, you know, some writings about you, put it there. You can always add links into, let me just show you some examples, you know, about me here. You know, I mean, I've got a video here, and that's pretty much all I have. What does this say? You know, and then, you know, there's been some comments, but, you know, coaching, I've got some coaching information here. So, but you want to always optimize. This is kind of some stuff I was able to put PayPal buttons here. These are things that I offer. So it's all here. I mean, you just want to add those to the pages that, you know, I just showed you how to do. Let's see if this happened. I mean, that is pretty much it. So, I mean, that's the basics of it. You know, if you guys want to start blogging, that's a good start for you, a good foundation to run with. I would suggest that, you know, you do exactly what I've shown you so far to get this set up. And then from there, I would start learning some more. I mean, if you're an MLSP, there's lots of information, but that'll get you started. And that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm going to post the resources. Probably, let's see, I actually have a resource page, wealthwithmichelle.com / I think it's called resources. So wealthwithmichelle.com / resources, and I will put that, I'll keep adding on to this resource page, and I'll put that underneath here. So again, that's wealthwithmichelle.com / resources, and I will go ahead and add all the stuff that we talked about in this actual webinar. So with that said, that's it. I hope this helped you out, guys, and I can't wait to start seeing you write some blog posts. Keep me posted. Bye-bye.